Hi, welcome to your gentle evening Pilates routine. Especially nice to do in the evening, but obviously you can do it at any time if you prefer. So we're going to start in this seated position. If it's uncomfortable for you to sit on the floor, you can start this sitting on a chair or on the end of your bed or somewhere that is a little bit more comfortable for you. But if we can just get into a comfortable seated position to begin with and just start off by focusing on our breath. So if it helps, you can allow your eyes to softly close as you just begin to breathe in and out and start to notice all the little things about your breath as you pay attention. Good. And then on your next breath in, we're going to just start doing some nice rolls backwards of the shoulders. So you can keep your hands resting on your knees or just have them free, just wherever feels good for you. And if you prefer to keep your eyes closed, please do so. But similarly, if you want to, just allow them to open again now. Good, and then bring the shoulders just to rest in a nice down and back position so you feel that there's plenty of room between your ears and your shoulders. Now on your next out breath, we just drop the ear down. So if you drop your right ear down to your right shoulder and feel a lovely stretch down the left side of your neck. And just hold it there for a couple of breaths. And then gently semicircle by bringing your chin down to your chest, and then your left ear comes down towards your left shoulder. And you feel the stretch down the right hand side of your neck. Good, and then as long as everything is feeling okay, just start doing a few little semicircles from left to right. Stretching a little bit more wherever you feel the need. And just enjoying giving your poor neck and shoulders a little bit of love and attention. Lovely, then come to rest in the center again. And we're going to do a little bit of breathing now. So as you breathe in, just bring your arms out to the side and then reach up. Looking up towards the ceiling as well. Then bring the palms together. As you breathe out, bringing the hands down to your heart center. And again, breathe in, open the arms, reaching up. And breathe out, bring the arms down. Just a few more of these. Good, one more. Lovely, now we're going to bring our right hand and bring it around to the outside of your left knee as we just do a very gentle twist looking around our left shoulder. And then come back through the center and swap over the other side. Breathe in as you sweep through the center, breathe out as you go into your little side twist. And now depending on tightness or mobility, you might not feel like you're getting much of a twist, but whatever you can manage is fine. And just try to get the flow or the movement flowing with your breath. Let's do one more to each side. Lovely. And then if you just interlace your fingers together and pull the arms away in front of you, so you get a lovely stretch across your shoulders and across the upper back. Tuck your chin in towards the chest and kind of pull your body back towards the wall behind you as you reach forwards with the arms. And then we do the opposite. So hands come together behind your back, you pull the arms away as you push your chest forwards. Good, and then again in front. And again behind. We'll do one more of each. Constantly breathing nice and deep and slow. Good, and then just a little bit of side bend, side reach. Again, moving with your breath. So reaching the arm up towards the ceiling, and then as you breathe out, just gently reaching over to each side. Lovely. Okay, then if you were on a chair or at the end of your bed, if you can just come down to your mat now and sit in the center of your mat with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. We're going to roll ourselves down onto our back. So if you want to, you can have your little cushion or folded up towel as well to help support your neck. So a nice breath in as we sit up nice and tall, and then as we breathe out, we curl the spine more into that C position, and then roll yourself down onto the floor until finally your head and your shoulders reach the mat. Now adjust yourself. If you want to support the neck with something, please feel free to go ahead and get that and sort that out. And then whenever you feel comfortable, just rest here again for a couple more breaths. Noticing how different the breath feels in this lying down position. You might be aware of the mat beneath you. And noticing how your chest and your belly move and how your back is connected to the floor as you breathe. Okay, then on your next breath in, let's just float the arms up so your fingertips are up, pointing towards the ceiling. Good. Now hold here again for a breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Now, on your next breath in, we're going to slide our right leg away and our left arm overhead. And then breathe out. Bring them back into the center. Then swap over to the other side, reaching long through fingers and long through toes, and then come back into the center. Trying always to get the movement flowing with your breath. Now, those of you who want a little bit more of a challenge, even though this is a relaxing routine, you can do this with your feet lifted off the floor and extend the leg long along the ground from this tabletop position instead of having the feet on the ground. But also don't be scared to just relax and do what might be known more as the easier movements. We don't always have to challenge ourselves and feel that we've done a workout. Sometimes movement in itself is all you need. Nice, gentle, slow movement. Good, continuing, reaching long through the limbs. One more on each side. Lovely. And then just stretching the legs out along the floor and stretching your arms up over your head. So you're in a full length stretch for a moment. Now a nice big deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, slide the knees in, grab hold of them. If you want to, you can lift your head and your shoulders up, curling yourself up into a ball. And then stretch out again, breathing in, stretching long. And breathing out, curling in with the head still on the ground, or if you prefer, lifting head and shoulders. Good, we'll do 2 more of those, reaching long. And curling in. Reaching long. And curling in. Lovely. Now if you can roll over onto your side. It doesn't matter which side, so you're going to do them both. But if you lie on your side, and again use your towel to support your head, or even grab a pillow or a cushion. And if you can have your arms stretched out so your palms are together. Your knees are bent. And check that your hips are stacked one on top of the other and your pelvis isn't leaning back. Okay, so you can check that by checking that your knees are nicely aligned and one on top of the other. So with your palms touching, I'm just going to do a lovely shoulder opener. So on your in breath, we're going to reach up and over, allowing the head to roll, but don't let your hips roll, don't let your lower half of your body roll. So just going as far back as is comfortable for you. And then bringing the hands back together on your out breath. Good. Breathe in and open as you twist. Open. And breathe out. Trying to go a little bit further each time. Now you will really benefit from having a little pillow or cushion under your head here as you roll, because this can be quite uncomfortable on your neck without. So it is worth just making the effort to go and get something to support you. You might find that the more you do, the further you go. You might have started out really tight and now you might be close to touching the floor, or you might be nowhere near. Remember, whatever you can do is fine. 1 or 2 more. Brilliant. Okay, and then we will do that on the other side as well. So rolling over to your other side, getting comfortable in the neck. Hands together, knees bent. Then breathe in and open as you roll back. Breathe out as you come back together. Again, you might find that one side feels a lot tighter than the other. And that's perfectly natural. It's could be to do with the way you sit or the way you drive or so many different things. Just move nice and slowly with all of this. Trying to marry the breath with the movement. We'll do a couple more. Brilliant. Okay, then from here, if you can come over onto your hands and knees. So if you get your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and we'll just do a little bit of that lovely spine mobilizing cat-cow breath. So on your in-breath, you look up or look forwards towards the end of your mat as you push the belly down and push the tailbone up. And then as you breathe out, you tuck the tailbone under, arch up across the shoulders and look back towards your knees. Just a few more. Good, and then just kick your feet out to the side. Come back into a seated position in the center of your mat with your knees bent, your feet flat on the floor and hands tucked in behind the knees. Sit up nice and tall, roll the shoulders nicely back and down. Now breathe in, and then as you breathe out, roll yourself down halfway, then pause for a little breath in, and then breathe out as you bring yourself back to upright. Now keep the hands here if you prefer, or if you want to, when you come down as we breathe in, we're going to lift the arms up towards the ceiling and then breathe out, coming back to sit back up. Just to add in a little bit of strength and core work. Breathe in, lift the arms, breathe out, lower the arms and sit back up. Breathe in to prepare, breathe out, roll back halfway, pause, breathe in as you lift the arms, and then breathe out, arms down, sit back up, reset. A few more of these. Good, we'll do two more. Lovely. Now I come down a little bit further to the end of your mat. This time we're going to roll ourselves the whole way down onto the floor. Again, bring your little towel in or cushion if you want the support for your head. Bring your feet a little closer in towards the bum, hands either side of your body. Breathe in, and then as you breathe out, just tuck the pelvis and press your lower back down into the floor, coming into this little pelvic curl, and then lift the glutes and start to lift the lower section, then the middle section of your spine off the floor, and then a nice squeeze into your glutes and clenching of the inner thighs as well to avoid the knees falling open, and just hold here for a breath in, and then on your out breath roll back down again, feeling each vertebra reconnect with the floor. Just a couple more of these, breathing out as you roll and lift, pausing for your in-breath at the top, squeezing everything that can be squeezed, and then lower down on your out breath. Check in with those shoulders, watch that they don't start to creep up to your ears. Good, one more. Lovely. And then if you can just straighten out your right leg along the ground and bring your right hand around to the outside of your left leg. You might want to lift the left leg in slightly and then just pull that left knee across the body as you look over your left shoulder. So we're getting a nice gentle twist. Hold for a couple of breaths. And then we will swap over, so come back into the center. You're going to straighten out your left leg now and lift the right leg in, and then pull your right leg in, pull your right leg across the body and look over your right shoulder. Good, and then back to the center. You might want to stretch both your legs out and then just rest on your mat for as long as you want now, just focusing in on your breathing and your body, scanning your body for any area that may be holding on to tension, and just letting it all go. Letting the tension flow out of your body with every breath out. And knowing that you can rest here in this position for as long as you want. There's no rush, there is no hurry. And then whenever you are ready, just allowing the eyes to open again if they have closed, and getting ready to sit back up again. So thank you for joining me for this slower, more relaxing session of Pilates. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.